Reporter Hasina Gori, who is in Pretoria. Hasina, very warm good morning to you. Welcome to AM News. What can we expect at today's SAPS media briefing?
Good morning. We're outside the GCIS here in Pretoria, where a police top brass and management is expected to brief the media and to communicate their strategy for 2016. Some of the issues that we're told they're going to speak on is, firstly, the recommendations of the Farnham Commission, which was given last year. How are they going to implement that into the police services? If you remember correctly, some of those recommendations was that police should rethink and relook at the use of water cannons during protests, the kind of ammunitions that they use, how police interact with communities before they move into a tactical stage during a protest, also how management decides and deploys services, and how do the police service units work during protests. That is some of the issues that are going to be looked at specifically with the Farnham Commission, but also they're going to look at specialized units and bringing back of these units. We're going to know, they're going to clarify and give us some clarity on what units they're going to be looking at and working with, and how will that change the way the police conduct themselves. Another issue that we're told they will be speaking on is the transformation of the South African police services. Last year we saw an equal amount of reports of police killings, police being killed while in the line of duty, but also police brutality, and we're going to be looking at their safety measures that police are putting into place to ensure that when police go out and do their jobs, they do it in a way and in a manner that keeps themselves safe, but also communities safe, but also how police react to communities and ensure that brutality is not done. So these are just some of those issues that we expect to hear on, and to be given more clarity on how the police services is going to be better this year.
And before we had this conversation, Hasina, of course, we saw an insert, and a member of the Nigerian Union in South Africa had said that they had demanded a report from the South African Police Services regarding an incident that occurred in Kempton Park yesterday. I'm sure you are familiar with the story where a Nigerian man, of course, had died allegedly in the hands of police. Can we expect that incident, amongst many others, to be addressed today?
That is, I think, one that a lot of journalists are going to be asking. Myself, I want clarity on what exactly happened. There's versions that were given, as we heard during that package. The police saying that he swallowed his own drugs and that caused him to die. But then witnesses saying that police had suffocated him with a plastic bag and, pepper sprayed him. So we want clarity on that. From what we understand, yesterday, police could not comment because the matter is now with the Independent Police Investigative Directive. So IPID is now handling this. So we hope we get some answers from them soon on what occurred, but also looking at not just these cases, but the cases of the new year. It's not yet 29 days into the new month, and already there's at least 2 police officers that have been killed. So how do police plan on ensuring that safety of police officers, and what kind of steps and measures are going to be put into place?
And do we know at what time exactly the media briefing is expected to begin?
It's expected to begin at 11 o'clock this morning, so in a few minutes' time. Behind me, I know the Deputy Minister of Police is going to be here, as well as a few heads of different departments of the police services.
Oh, thank you so much. Hasina Gori, our reporter, coming to us live from Pretoria. Of course, as expected, there will be an SAPS media briefing